Well, look who we ran into on the Lights Out 4 unfinished business. Looks like Lights Out 5 right now, unfinished business if things keep going this way. Anyway, Jason from BP.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It's always a pleasure to have this guy at the races, no matter where it's at. Always does a great job prepping tracks and selling equipment, chemicals and fuel.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about your experience here this weekend.
Oh, I mean, like I said, this thing here, this is our Winter Nationals. This is the small tire. I mean, this is the epitome of that's what we do it for. We come to these races, but the biggest thing, you come to see your friends. I mean, that's what it is. It's a family, and so we rolled in Tuesday night, and there was 100 cars here already on Tuesday night, getting ready to test on Wednesday, and we tested Wednesday and Thursday, and and then we had that qualifier last night because the weather was coming in, and I mean it's been a blast. There's probably 400 cars here already, and we ran great last night. I mean, I ran my personal best in my own car. We went a 4:48 last night.
Really, the Oldsmobile.
Yeah. Got to win a number 3 qualifier in ODR, and so
Kevin helping out over there?
Yeah, a little bit, and then Kevin actually, he drove it, and he ran it in Radio vs. World last night, first pass, and that's how I knew it was going to go fast. He went out and won a 52, which is the fastest the car had ever been to that point. I come back and look at the data, and he chopped the throttle a couple times, hit the rev limiter, first time in the car since last year, and I went, I'm not touching the tune-up. I said, it's gonna fly, and I'm 70 pounds heavier than he is. I said, it's still gonna haul ass, and so I jumped in, and I mean, that thing went a 4:48 like it was nothing, so I told him, I said, we're gonna get in the 30s with him in it.
Isn't it the fastest Olds bodied?
It would be, except, or as fast as Olds, yes, but it would be the fastest G body if it wasn't for Shane Stack. He went a 4:41 at Holly Springs at the end of the year last year.
Wow.
So I'm gunning for him. He went a 43 last night, and so I'm gunning for him. We're gonna see if we can get in the 30s, and again, like I said, this stuff here over the last, what is it now? This is the 8th one of these I've been to. So the last 4 years, they just get bigger and bigger, and their events and what Donald does, it's just crazy.
Incredible.
I mean, I was talking to my buddies a minute ago, and I said, I can't believe, Weisco giving out the nice umbrellas. I said, I cannot believe that Duck has not got Lights Out 4 umbrellas. I figured that, with the impending rain and all that, he'd have jumped on that bandwagon. But like I said, with what he does and the work these people put into it, I mean, it is just, it's the, I mean, I just talked to my friends from Steve Schmidt. Okay, this is the first time they've come down here.
You do have friends?
I have a couple.
Yeah. I just had to ask.
No, I mean,
I always thought I was.
Well, you want to know what it is? I buy my friends.
Do you?
Yeah, because I sell them fuel for good prices, right?
Really? Is that how it works?
They're like, that's my friend. Then when I don't sell them for good prices, they're like, fuck you.
Day in a win.
Day in a win. But
to get up, I don't want to get off track, but tell me a little bit about VP. What are they doing that's new for guys in this class of racing?
This is one of the last types of heads-up racing that we can still do development work in. NHRA has spec fuel, so there's not a whole lot you can do as far as, putting oxygenates or anything like that. So these guys are always pushing the envelope, so we can always go back and go, okay, now they're going to start spraying with another bigger nitrous jet. So we have to look at our fuels and go, do we need to put some more chemicals in there to resist the detonation, the turbocharged stuff, the blower stuff? Like, that's when Q16, which is still one of our '1 selling fuels, anyone that's a blower or turbo on gas will be on Q16, as it helps spooling, it makes the most power, resists detonation. But what we see is, like I said, every year there's something new coming out. So we have to stay on top of our game. So this is fun.
You actually have scientists that do all that
We have
stuff?
a chemist, yeah. His name's Dwayne. He looks like Doogie Howser. We call him
And
Doogie.
you guys go in there?
Oh yeah, we go in there. I'm not a chemist per se because I don't know the chemical end of it, but I'll call him up and just like traction compound. I've worked at this traction compound for about 6 years now. Trying to develop it, get into NHRA, and we have a great following in the heads-up market with the Lane Choice 7. But we always joke it like it'll be called duck sauce or something like that. It's all the same stuff. But with that, as the progressions go, you always have to stay on top of it. So I'll call Dwayne and say, okay, Dwayne, like right now, most likely after this rain, when we start drying, the track's going to peel up because it gets moisture under it. How do we make it breathe, the rubber breathe better, so that the moisture may come out of it and leave that bond to the concrete, so that the
Costs stay down.
Yeah, you don't have to respray, blah, blah, blah. You know,
Absolutely.
so I'll call him and he'll go, okay, he'll whip some stuff up and he'll send it up to me, and I'll go to a racetrack and we'll spray it and try it, and you know, so that's where I'm on R&D. Plus, like I said, I also manage the Midwest office for VP, and you know,
big company. I mean,
Yeah.
I go to California.
Yeah, we've got 5
see him
corporate
out there,
offices.
Danny Topol down there.
Yeah, Danny out there,
selling
great
the
dude.
fuel. He loves it. I mean, he says that's his big deal.
Well, and that's what's good. Like I said, in this type of racing, probably 90% of the racers use VP. You know, because you know we are the best, but it's also the caliber of cars. A lot of the competitors don't have, you know, what we have. And oh yeah.
That's right.
And Al and I, we like to have a little bit of fun.
I love this guy. Took
you know,
a long time to tell you how much I love him, but he is a funny guy, man. You get any cherry Ball Brother jar juice in him?
Yeah,
Look out,
yeah.
dude!
Well,
This guy
Al,
is taking a win.
And let me tell you something. After this last race, Al was the made me come to my senses, because I watched that video so many times.
Blamed
now,
it on the cameraman.
and I blamed it on the cameraman.
That was wrong. Listen to all the cameramen out there. If you remember him up there,
and
he
I left
qualified good. He partied all night.
Not all night.
You partied till 3 in the morning.
I did not party that night.
2:30. 2:31. He partied.
And
got up there first round. I go, man, this is awesome.
Oh,
This
and
guy,
I-
he's in. He's got a car that's capable of doing it. He
Competitor?
left before they even opened the back door to come into the house.
I take off. And what happened is, I got the first bulb lit. I was waiting for Pierre to get in, and as soon as I lit the bulb, I saw a camera flash. And what happened is, it took me out of my game. I started thinking in my head, and I started thinking, I went, boy, I hope they don't do that when I stage the car, because if they do that, then you know, it's over. And by that time, I rolled in. It was done. I let off the button, flinched, took off, and all the way down there, as I'm screaming, I'm like, that was the worst drag racing I've done in my life.
You think?
Now.
No, what was really worse? No, listen, guys at home listening, watching. The really worst part was when he came to the tower. He said, "Now listen," and he was sober as any sheep that just been with a Scottishman. And he said, "Listen, I'm telling you right now, the camera flash made me go. I thought it was green. Camera flash? Half the guys ain't even using camera flash."
How long have you been around drag racing? Haven't you ever figured out?
Many years.
Don't you
but
know it's
I
never our fault? It's never our fault.
Yeah, but Jay,
It's
I mean,
never
we were
our
like
fault.
family until that night.
Well, so
And what's the first thing I told you this weekend when you pulled up? And you said, "My car's running so good. I'm qualified number 3." You told, what did I say?
No partying.
Please, you could win this deal.
Yep, no party, and that's it. I watched the video that Mark Walters did, the live feed, when I got home, and hearing Al just tear me up as I left before there, and he's like, you know, that's what you get for having celery juice drinking. Some guys are racers and some guys are partiers, and that, my friend, is a partier. And you know what? That hit home.
It should have, because I love you, man. I was so upset.
Well, and then, you know, I had my friend Kevin Neal, you know, driving it in the other class, and they were like, well, at least, Kevin, it's your car for the rest of the weekend, and, you know, keep drink out of it. And he did. And Kevin got down to 8 cars and did a great job driving. So now I'm telling you, I'm serious. I want some cash. You know, we don't drive 12 hours, just, you know, not win some cash. So, but Al, you have inspired me.
No, forever.
I
mean,
I
you're
appreciate
a good
it.
man.
Yeah, I
Had some
appreciate it.
fun times.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun times
After
this
you
weekend.
win, we'll pop the champagne.
Hey, we're gonna have some fun. We'll get up there and do a little
free life video. We've just found a guy who's freed his life. He's gone from drinking celery drinks to monster drinks to get his heart pumped up for the first round. We're gonna watch it happen here. Lights out 4. Watch out for VP. Watch out for Jason. And watch out for K in a win.